Hello everybody and welcome to Moscow Report, coming to you from Moscow, Russia, where we have had a rollout of a brand new light fighter made by the Sukhoi Corporation, being billed as the Checkmate. And a huge pavilion is being built for this aircraft, and it had been taxied into the pavilion in the last couple of days under tarp, but we do have some spy photos of this aircraft. And I appreciate everybody watching these videos, but if you hit subscribe and like and comment, that would make a huge difference for me. So if you do that, that would be awesome. Size and shape puts it just a little bit bigger than the F-35, but definitely smaller than the Su-57 or the Pak-Fa. What can we tell from the tarp top photos? Well, we can definitely tell that it is using a standard 3-point landing gear that has been overbuilt to be similar to an Su-27, but it does not appear to match the initial sketches of the mig-41 design that have been leaking around and circulating on the internet for some time. The mig-41 is supposed to fill that niche of almost an F-35 or an F-16 light fighter, because Russia has not produced anything like that since the mig-29. Now, this would be a cheaper version to the Pak-Fa. There have been a few kit-bashed versions. I found this one online, and good job on the kit designer. This is an actual model from the desk of the Russian DARPA, aka Rostec Corporation, but I have my doubts around this particular design because the air intake seems a bit too small for a 5th generation supersonic, supposed to be Mach 2 fighter. So honestly, I don't think this is the right type of a plane that's being shown here. These are just fan renders. The tailplanes are too small, but this may be something that is coming along. Here's where that plane was on the chief designer's, chief CEO's desk. It does have that prominent scoop under the pilot's seat, but to me, this seems a bit of a diversion from a common Russian design. The only time we've seen a design like this was on the mig-41, a test aircraft that barely ever flew, was built in the mid-90s. But Russian doctrine is either a intake that is below the aircraft or an intake that is on the sides of the aircraft that is more common, rather than a prominent scoop like this. In addition, you got to keep in mind that a scoop like this will add to the radar cross-section, and if Russia wants to compete in stealth, they can't afford that because that is from the previous generation, unless they can figure out an S-vent to get the air to the engine. But I have my doubts around it, and here's why. If we look at this aircraft, you can clearly see the tarp stretching along the side of the airplane to a prominent triangle shape. And once you see it, you can't unsee it because it does seem very strange. It breaks the idea of a blended body design and is definitely something odd. And I'm thinking that this is where the intake is. It's unusual. Could it be two intakes side by side there? Could that be something else? But it's clearly there. And what do you guys think? Drop a comment and let me know what you think. But I'm going to keep updating videos as new photos get released and do more comparisons against the existing Pak-Fa Su-57, which, as you can tell here, is much larger and heavier. But for now, I will leave you with the photo of the F-35. Let me know what you think this plane is going to be, how well it will perform, and what this plane can do. For now, this is the video for the plane that was released by Rostec, showing that potential other customers such as India and Vietnam checking out information about this plane. But let's see what happens. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe.